better, I believe, after today. So, all right, we're going to kick this off, Anna. Thanks for joining, Miss Anna, once again. Welcome to Mace Revival on this lovely Saturday morning here in upstate New York. Lansing on Anna's end. So we're going to get into...
Represent to the capital city!
Yeah, right there. That's like mid-state, right?
Yeah, this is Michigan, and I'm right here.
Yeah, right on. So we're going to get into a fun day of examining our flow, however, through the perspective or through the lens of a 360 swing. Okay, so going to be a fairly static day in place, a lot of standing structure work. We are going to invite some steps along the way. Let's, before we get started, get into some open chain mobility through our spine and then hammer on some elbow drivers. Thanks for joining me, everyone. If you like this stuff, please like, subscribe, and share. It helps us out. Whew. Here we go. Let me put some tunes on. Not going to need your mace for this first part. All right. Let's set that standing structure in, everyone. Let's go feet straight forward. We want those feet somewhere underneath our shoulders. And we got those soft knees, micro bending our knees. The hips are forward and we're packed in the glutes. Our hips are tall, nice and strong through the midsection, and reaching with the crown of the spine up. Rolling those shoulders down and back. All right. Let's start with some hip tilts. Just moving those hips forward and backward. I got like some sharp shooting pain in my knee today. It's not anything serious. It's just I took a lot of hits in it, so that's not working very well. My neck is a little jimmied today too. So
my neck is rough too. I'm not gonna lie. My shoulder feels pretty. It's getting better, but my neck feels pretty rough. So I'm not gonna lie.
So we're gonna take our time through this and get our shoulders feeling extra good too before we even hit our first swing, everyone. Let's keep these hip tilts going for another 10 seconds. If you want to kick those hips out to a varied angle, you can. Just push one knee, pull the other one. Or you can just drive it through the hips. Very good. All right, last one. And we're going to bring that hip right back underneath us, okay? So our feet are straight forward, the knees are soft. We got those strong glutes, tall hips, okay? Reach tall with the head. Let's just open up here, keeping our spine nice and tall, and we're going to get into these lateral sits, left and right. I like to breathe in and get tall, keep the spine tall there. And then exhaling into the sit, really keeping that spine nice and straight. Sending all that mobility into the hips. That low spine. We're here for another 40 seconds at least, everyone, so take your time. There's no rush. Last few reps there. Good work. Beautiful. When you all are good, just come right back up to your standing structure. Okay. And we're going to start from that strong standing structure and hinge it forward. And whatever side you want to start with, we're going to combine all the edges, come to some full hip circles. Again, there's no rush through here, so you don't have to start spinning like a dreidel like I used to. It's like I'm so excited to do mace. Let me twirl my hips faster than ever.
when the hula dancing sustained.
That's it, right? That's wisdom. Learning from that. We still want to keep our spine nice and straight through here, everyone, and a tall crown. If you ever get off base there, you can always just come up to your standing structure, go through your cues, and then take off again. Nice. One more repetition through there, and we're going to purposely switch sides. Again, take your time. 30 more seconds. One more repetition, everyone. Last one, nice and smooth. Very good. Everybody satisfied there? Let's go ahead and move those lower legs around. You can shake it out. We're going to set it right back in. Move up into this mid-spine. So a lot of anti-rotation here, everyone. Same standing structure, but when you have your hips nice and firm underneath you and the knees are soft, able to take that lateral load there. We're going to press those feet into the floor and rip it apart. Keeping these hips nice and strong, okay? And we're going to slinky that spine left and right. We just got a slinky, like a metal one like 6 months ago. Remember the original? The original slinky?
Absolutely.
The one, like I always got the knockoff.
They're so fascinating.
They are? Are they trending now?
I don't know if they are or not, but I still think they're pretty awesome. Like, I could watch a slinky go down the stairs all day long.
Exactly.
I guess I'm just simple that way.
Yep.
Cheap girls.
Hey man, slinkies are never out of style. I like them things. Those things are sweet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, did they ever go out of style? Not for me, they didn't. I think they're awesome. But yeah, it's hard to find a good one these days because those original metal ones, they were weighted just perfect.
Yep.
You get one kink in it though. One little kink, the whole thing's
That's
ruined.
it. As soon as the bend happens, you're like, oh, pleasure and joy to frustration. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, let's get into some breaths, everyone. We're going to hold that standing structure strong still. And diamond in our chest. And we're going to breathe in through the belly. Really rich breath here. We're manipulating our mid-spine and our C-spine. So feel free to move into the stuck areas. Back and forth. Nice work. In and out. Halfway there. 5 to go. Belly, chest, head with that breath. Fill those empty spaces. You got 3 to go. Drive the breath. Lots to do. Flare those nostrils, tongue in the roof of your mouth. Push that last breath out. When you're finished, get tall with the in-breath. Shake it out. It's good stuff. Got some green tea here. Wish I could share.
Oh man, I love me some green tea. My favorite in the summer is iced green tea with fresh strawberries mashed up inside of it.
Dang, I would imagine that's good. I've never even had that, but that sounds. I was like, what's she gonna say with iced green tea? Because have you ever had the Koreans thing? They do like the green tea with like they're like these jello.
Oh yeah, the little bobas.
Yeah, there you go. That stuff's disgusting.
Yeah, I love bubble tea.
But hey, strawberries and green tea sounds amazing.
Yeah, so if I'm feeling very, very, very motivated, I'll make my own lemonade. It's very rare that I have that kind of time. Mm-hmm. But I have this old juicer from like the 50s, and it's like, like kitchenette, like silver and like white ceramic. Yeah. And so you just like crush lemons all day. But my favorite is green tea with like making Arnold Palmer essentially with like green tea and lemonade, and then you add some strawberries like mashed up in there. Oh man. There you go. Dang. That's a refreshing summer or anytime drink.
Yeah, and there's lots of antioxidants in that too. You're getting bunch of stuff.
For sure.
And vitamins.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And I think strawberries here are like just coming on right now. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I had my first 2 strawberries we grew. So. Just the other day. So Max had one, I had one.
Lucky you.
Yeah, we've never grown strawberries
so
before.
Fabulous.
I know, right?
Oh, congratulations.
I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, I bet. Only because I remember, like being a kid and like we never grew our own, but man, the thrill of like those very first ones, the first ones that you get to pick yourself, like, oh, yeah.
Amazing. All right, let's get up into our C-spine, everyone. Sister, let's do it. Let's pull these shoulders down and back, and manipulating our neck here, everyone. So lots of strength through the rest of the structure. Okay, you can go through those cues and tune it up as you go. Pull those shoulders down and back and get them feel into a place of strength and pushing some strength into the floor there with the hands, and that'll keep the shoulders down. All right, let's start with some head tilts, actually. Let's go tall crown through there, chin back, and eyes to the earth, eyes to the sky. We can be loose in the neck. We have permission to be free and let all that tension melt out of there. Keep the tension below the shoulder line. And just free the neck. Nice work. All right, when you want to come back to neutral, when you're solid there, we're going to hold that crown tall again. Just open our neck, left and right. Very nice. Good work, everyone. Stopping back at neutral when you're all good there. We're going to go with some neck slides here. So tall crown, and we're going to inch that chin forward, neck forward, and back. Getting some decompression through there. It's okay to breathe. It's good to breathe. Nice work. Take your time finding neutral, getting everything feeling good again. Strong and in place. And we're going to slide that ear across the shoulder line. And just get into these lateral slides here. It's a weird move. It works, so. Doesn't take much to if your neck's feeling tight. And who wants to try some flat circles? Me, is trying to combine all those. You can go either way. Once take 10, 20 seconds and explore that neck on your own. Just get into whatever else is feeling like it needs work. Very good. Shake that out, everyone. Good work. All right, we're gonna smash through some hips and knees. All right, it's not gonna be the most advanced mobility for this, but we're gonna do it. So hold our standing structure strong, and let's just bring through some tall circles with the hips here. Okay, so we're gonna press this extended foot forward. Okay, you don't have to kill that either. Let those calves and lower leg muscles warm up. We're just gonna draw the highest, best hip circle we can at first. It's gonna be rough, maybe. I don't want to put anybody in a box. We may have our first professional ballerina joining for the first time. He's probably shredding this drill. Just know that most of my bones have been broken. No, I don't know about most of them. Just a bunch of them. Not with the mace, though. The mace heals those bones. As long as you avoid collision. Good work, everyone. 20 more seconds there. Just warming into those hips a bit. Good work. All right, we can stop right in our standing structure. Whenever you touch in with that last leg, we're going to scoop our leg up to a 90. Okay, tall hips, squeezing the glute, soft knee still. Okay, we want to maintain the best balance as possible. We're just going to slowly circle this knee, whatever direction.
Adam.
Yes.
Apparently my phone has a battery that lasts 2 minutes. So I gotta go plug it in. I gotta log out and I'm gonna come back in just a couple minutes. I'll be right back, okay?
Cool, no worries.
Thanks. Hold on, I'll be right back.
And let's switch directions, outside circles. Good. A little knee mobility. Let's do the same thing on the other side. All right, holding that structure strong. Tall hip, squeeze the glutes, inside circles. All right, let's change directions on that. Good. Setting it down. Oh, great work, everyone. Check that out. All right, let's just open the shoulders up and the arms a bit. I'm going to start with some shoulder screws. So for the upper half, let's hold that standing structure strong. We got those hips underneath us. The knees are soft. As we pack the core in, we're going to reach out here like we got light bulbs in our hands, and we're just going to open and close through there. And then you can stay, if you're just opening this up and warming this up, you can stay nice and tall. Just be strict in your structure. If you want an added opening, you can start coiling, coiling with that movement here. Nice work. Shake that out, everyone. Those shoulder screws. Whew. All right, we're going to hit elbow drivers for about 2 minutes, maybe even a little bit more. We got a lot of swings coming up, and whenever there's a lot of swings in the works, it's good to spend a little time in your shoulders and open those up, and really gain control and understanding that shoulder where it's at on any given day, okay? So let's gain our standing structure. Those feet are straight forward. Knees are soft. Let's get a strong, effective structure, okay, that we would swing in. All right, we're packed here. Our shoulders are down and back. All right, chin is back. The crown is tall. Let's go through those cues one more time. Feet straight forward, soft knees, hips are underneath us. Tall crown, pack that core. Shoulders down and back, big heart. All right, we're going to palm to the back of our head. We're going to bring whichever elbow we want to start with across and start pushing into that elbow a little. And it doesn't have to be that much intensity at first. You can just gain the movement. Okay. All right, now I have an open hand, just allowing those tendons to relax. See there? This is the mechanic needed for the swings we have coming up. Driving that elbow across our face, down and through. Tall crown. And we're flexing on the floor a little. We're anti-rotating between those feet. You can choose whatever speed you like. As your shoulders warm into this, you can increase the intensity through that elbow. Start carving more and more space out for yourself. Find your full range of motion. There she is. Keep going, everyone. I'll let Susanna back in for the digital space. Good. What's up, Anna?
Hey, sorry about that.
No worries. We're just in some elbow drivers. We've been hitting them for about, I would say, a good minute 20 right now, right? They're probably like 3 minutes, but yeah, we're just getting into that. And by all means, as I end this, you can continue on. I have to explain what we're going to get into today a bit, so.
Sure.
Keep going, everyone.
I'm being manipulated by the cell phone company to get a brand new cell phone. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And make my battery power go away.
Yeah. I've heard these scams.
It's true.
I know. That's why I don't play their ball, bro. Everybody thinks I'm a drug dealer, but I'm not. I got a flip phone. It's true. 10 more seconds, everyone. Anna, you can rock on with your bad self. And time. Everybody's shoulders are probably feeling pretty warmed up after that. Feeling good.
Oh, yeah.
You paint the fence a little bit, too. All right, if you're feeling like your forearms or your wrists are a little sensitive today, you really want to do your best holding that structure strong and just being diligent in putting that mobility into where it needs. Okay, big heart through here too. We don't want to let those shoulders raise up. We want those proper shoulder positioning, tall spine. Good work, everybody. Take 30 seconds for yourself. And then I'm going to start explaining what we're going to get into. All right. So what we're going to do today, as I mentioned in the beginning, is we're going to explore flow, our flow, from a really rudimentary perspective, from the 360 swing perspective, okay, and kind of see what we can do with a limited arrangement of moves. And this is helpful as well if you're in a place where creativity is hard to come by. Okay, you can like build and nurture your flow from a place where you have a little understanding. So what we're going to do today is warm up our swing. We're going to start with a 5-minute 360 swing set. Okay, now for those of you out there that are maybe just being introduced or just examining their swing, go back to Mace Revival Volume 2. I believe in 3, we also did some work in cleaning up the swing from a very technical standpoint, lots of basics. Okay. Today is, we're going to mention a lot of basics as well, but it's not so much how to swing. It's going to be how to flow in and out of swing and be very rudimentary in that flow state. So we're going to do a 360 swing set for 5 minutes. Okay. Those of you, like I'm saying, if you don't have a lot of time under reps there, whatever, feel free to take some breaks. Okay. Anna and I are going to do probably this whole set, just working. All right. The first 360 swing set, you can warm up any swings you want. Okay. 10 and 2s, all that. And then after that, we're basically going to experiment. We're going to compare and contrast efficient versus effective swinging. Okay. And that has a lot to do with structure, tension, and what your goal is in the swing. Okay. And then we're going to start pairing the 360 swing with moves. Okay. And in a singular state. So 360 with a move and then move on. Okay. And you're going to see how these things, or how the 360 links up. And maybe you'll see some things that you haven't necessarily been introduced to yet. So that'll be exciting. All right. So everybody grab your mace when you're ready. We're going to kick this thing off. Whoa. We need a 5-minute timestamp on here. Like I said, y'all, let's focus a lot on our structure through this first part. I want to swing Scotty, man. I've been using that class mace. I want to swing my OG mace.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just hard to see, you know. I do like the tape. The tape thing's working. That's awesome. But it's definitely a different mace. All right, here we go. Pop some tunes on. All right, everyone. Grab that standing structure. All right, feet straight forward. Knees are soft. The hips are underneath us. Squeeze the core. Check in with your activation through the center. Lots of activation through the center, and I would advise to go back to it occasionally. Just tune that up as you go, all right? Now, whether you want to go 1 for 1, 10, alternate 20, do 100 at a time, whatever your process is, and then you can switch. 5 minutes, everyone. Strong standing structure. You don't have to grab the mace by a full handle. You can also choke up on it to understand that swing or control it better. And we may go and use that several times throughout these swings today, just for a teaching point. Just like in mobility, check in with your breath. Nice swings, Anna. Good work, everyone. Just over 2 minutes. If your swing's starting to feel good, you can go back to those cues, landmarks, structural cues. For those of you who swing your mace a lot, your swings are probably just starting to feel good and warm. Maybe not even yet. One minute. Enjoy these swings. And time. Good work, everyone. Oh, good job, Anna. Good little introductory swings. Whew. I think it took me 4 minutes for my bones and muscles to even be in the right place. Things were snapping. I'm like, was that a tear? I'm like, oh no, that's working better now. Got it. Cool.
Yeah. It was like the last 45 seconds. I was like, all right, here we go. And you're like, done. And I'm like, I'm done.
Done. That's all right. We have 2,000 more swings to go. So no, probably not that much, but quite a few. All right. So what we're gonna do here, everyone, is Coach is gonna hit a little demo. Okay, before we move on. Now, this next phase, we're gonna study different styles of swinging. All right, and why would you swing like a different style, or actually like a whole different intention, and that is effective versus efficient. Right, we can be strong and powerful and move the mace as effectively as possible. And that might not be so good for longevity's sake goals, right? Or we can be efficient and really focus on technique and structure and allow our mace swing to progress into some endurance sets. So that's why it's goal focused. Okay. Say I'm demoing for a class, right? A 360 swing. And it's like, Adam, okay, 360 swing time, standing structure. And then you're like, okay, I got one swing to pull this whole thing off and impress the class and make everyone fall in love with the swing. And they do that the first time they try to do it. So I don't actually have a role in that. But I want to produce the most powerful swing visually possible, right? I'm gonna hold that and go in through a very effective swing, okay? And I like to examine the effective swing from shorter grip, okay? And it doesn't matter how strong you are. A lot of people can hold this mace out into a blocker, the dump landmark, okay? But this is truly a way to really control this and understand the effective swing. And that's holding in warrior stance, right? We want that big heart and that proper structure. And an effective swing would be as strong and controlling through here as we possibly could be, okay? Really applying all the activation and force, not allowing the spine to be controlled by the mace, rather controlling the mace. Okay, that would be, and you don't have to go that slow. There's also sorts of different timings for an effective swing. But essentially what it is the strongest swing you can come up with, okay? Really showing the prominence of your structure and your strength. All right, now if we visit the opposite end of that spectrum, okay, in the efficient swing realm, and now there's competitions out there, right, with the a lot of competitions like the one with the 8X mace and other enduro competitions. Our homeboy Frankenlegs gets into all sorts of wild, like literally record-setting time distances with swinging his mace, and that can only be done if we're being efficient. Right? If we're being as effective as possible, well, we're going to gas out. It's like the sprinter versus the marathon runner, right? If you try to sprint even a mile race, you're gonna blow up, right? That's why sprinters do sprinting events, enduro runners do endurance events. So I just want you to think about that when. Why would I do an effective? Why would I do an efficient? It's basically goal based, unless you're trying to work on something at the time. So an efficient swing, okay. A lot of times efficiently swinging is also, you can swing maybe a little bit more weight as long as your structure is really clean, okay? So it really relies on the cleanest structure possible. I'm actually going to have to do this for my feet because we're going to talk a little bit about the feet here. So an efficient swing might come from a hip pocket, maybe the 10 and 2 as well, okay? And we're controlling the mace the whole time, but we're allowing our structure and momentum to take some of that load off from our mace and off from our musculature, okay? We might have a strong warrior stance, a strong block, and then we let it cruise through the bottom and into the pull, and we'll get a strong pull, okay? So it's really just allowing that efficiency of movement. Now, we can also incorporate the feet, right? And one cue that works for me, it may or may not work for you, but you can come with one up on your own, and I would love to hear what it is. If you want to type that in the comments, or Anna, if you have any other cues for this. I like to lean away from the mace, okay? Yeah. So you're going to press a tall activated step through, just like we did in mobility, through the side and lean your spine away from the direction of travel. And when that mace clears center, you'll feel it. You can lean away from the mace again, okay? And you'll feel that efficiency of swing coming. And you can rock 10 and 2s in this. We still want a tall hip. We're just pressing through the lower leg into that soft knee. And when your hip and glutes are activated, your spine will make that movement for you just through the lower leg. And if you only knew 360 swing, now you know some Muay Thai, okay? If you stay tall through here and you switch here, you can slip punches just by manipulating those lower legs. It's the same exact concept. Cross-cultural moments. I love it. All right, so just a little bash up there on effective versus efficient swing. Some really cool concepts to play with. So what we're going to do now is put them into working sets, all right? And the working set we're going to start with is the effective swing. Since we had those warm-up swings, you all should feel pretty good. I want everybody to have the strongest structure possible. You're going to have lots of anti-rotation between those feet. And we have 3 minutes to produce the prettiest swings, the most beautiful, eloquent swings possible for each other, okay? I'm gonna be watching you guys. Check mine out, and we'll talk about it after. All right, and then we're gonna move right into the efficient swing. Okay, shake it out a little bit, and then move into the efficient swing. We'll have 1 extra minute, 4 minutes. All right, and you'll see that you'll have a little more travel time, keeping that swing efficient. Here we go, y'all. Effective swings. T minus. There's the music. Where are we at here? 3 minutes. Strong standing structure, everyone. Again, you can go 1-to-1, or you can get some swings in on one side, all right? Nice, effective swings. Beautiful swing, Anna. Such a clean arc on that base. Use any length mace you like as you go through this 3-minute set. Great work, everyone. Halfway there. Minute left. I'm going pretty effective. My grip is smoked. Ten seconds, everyone. Great work. Time. Take 1 minute. Shake it up. Dang, Anna, those were some effective swings. Those look really nice.
Oh, thanks.
One thing that how you differentiate.
Yeah.
One
It's
thing.
like time under tension.
Right? Like I felt that do some things for my shoulder. I don't necessarily think rushing through a swing would have done. Not saying rushing, but even like going slower. Or I'm sorry, a little more efficient, right? So I'm actually glad we started with that. That felt good. So how do you tell an effective swing in just the visual context, right? Like if I'm watching Anna swing, which I often do, she puts out some awesome work out there. If you ever want to follow her on Instagram, what's the handle, Anna? So I don't get any.
It's just my first, my middle, and my last name. It's Anna Noel Kashner.
There we go, Anna Noel Kashner on Instagram. She's a base inspiration, so follow her if you guys are into it. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Anna. Thank you. So how do you tell? Like if I'm checking out Anna's latest mace work, how do I tell if Anna is like an effective or an efficient swing? Because that it's a lot of times it's a feeling, and that is a spectrum, and those worlds do meet. So I think a lot of times for me, I look at the structure, right? If I see Anna, I mean, you should always see a very tall spine in a tall center and core mass anyways. But if I see Anna stepping and she's really like allowing a nice arc and it looks maybe even faster and she's relying on a lot of drive and elbow pull and maybe the spine is going with it, like that to me lends an efficient swing. Now, if I see like Anna looks like a rock, like a mountain, and that swing is the only thing really moving, no matter what speed it is, she's being extremely effective through her anti-rotation, through her anti-rotation through the center too, which is a more mild version, but it keeps our spine safe.
I.e. more work.
Yeah, exactly. It is. The more activation it is, it's like it's. I saw that last set. I was like 3 minutes, no problem. I looked up at the clock. There's a minute left, and I'm like, okay, I need to like get a little bit more efficient. I'm like,
Same.
Like I gotta finish the set. So it's a fun thing to play with, and you guys can experiment with it at home. So let's move into the 4-minute efficient set. Okay. Now I know it's hard for y'all to see my feet. Maybe I can lower this. Yeah, I'll lower this just one level here and plug you right back in.
Your feet are good, Adam.
I'm talking to a machine.
Oh, I forgot about your YouTube. I was gonna say I can see it really, really well, but for your YouTube.
Yeah, the camera work is great for you guys. YouTube is it's okay, but it could use a little work. Maybe I can work on the camera set. But you guys, oh yeah, right there, you guys see it. Okay, so you'll see the feet go. If you guys want to experiment with this, go ahead. Remember, it's this. We can't really allow the lower legs to do that movement for us unless we're tall here, right? We have to have connection through this whole center, and that will take the spine with you. And now you have a strong structure. You're just manipulating it at the ends, okay? So we're going to go 4 minutes. Grab those mace, everyone. Pump this music back up and play with your efficient swing, okay? Now, I got a challenge, another quick variable to add to you. Whether you take 360s for this journey or you take 10 and 2s, stick with it, okay? 4 minutes, whatever swing you start with, okay? Because I really want you to feel towards the end of it instead of modifying it constantly, okay? So I'm going to do 10 and 2s myself, alternating. All right, pick that same process for yourself, and let's get started. 4 minutes, y'all. Lots of core tension still. Maybe you relax the grip just a skosh. Who knows?
You said skosh. Tell me you're from.
A skosh.
Maybe you're not though. You're in New York. I was gonna say, tell me you're from the Midwest without telling me from the. We say that in the Midwest. Like, you don't live in the Midwest, so I don't understand why you said that.
Oh, I've been around, Anna. It's just a skosh. Actually, a lot of skosh is when I relax my grip. So my grip, I'm like barely holding on, man. I'm like 4. Lots of tension through the midsection though. And the glutes. When you get this dialed in, everyone, you truly feel sometimes like you could swing forever. It's still a mindset though. You gotta have that unshakable mindset. Work on it. Good work, everyone. We're over halfway there. Try to time that breath, whatever your process is with your swing. You gotta breathe. Great work, everyone. 35 seconds. Time. Nice. Woo! Clean elbow drive to finish that off, Anna. That looked great. Whew, that felt good. Yeah, that's a fun thing. And you want to know what? Taking this right back to the beginning, if we're examining our flow or our individual flow state through the lens of a swing, I'm sure it's different for everybody. For me, man, a good 10 and 2 set is awfully flowy. So it feels like I'm in a flow state a lot, especially when I just am constantly vigilant with go back to your glutes, go back to your hips, go back. Is my block high enough? Oh, okay, I got to relax that a little bit more below the back of the crown. And you're just going through that and cleaning up, and then all of a sudden you'll be like, boom, and you'll feel it. There's like that energy that you collect, and it's like, bam, whoa, I'm in flow state. I'm only swinging this thing around my head, only. But yeah, it's
it's only been 4 minutes.
Only 4 minutes, you know what I mean? That's a 4-minute meditation right there. See the mace?
Yeah.
Mace is an incredible thing. You only have 4 minutes away from your shitty ass boss. Instead of bashing his head in with the mace, which I do not advocate, you can swing the mace around your head for 4 minutes and be like, I'll go transmute his energy and go hug him. All right, y'all. Let's pair these moves up, okay? So we're gonna get through this, and this is gonna be probably the most intense portion of the class. Now, if you don't want to have an understanding of these moves, that's okay. Just follow along, fake it until you make it, and then you'll make it. So we're gonna go and pair a single move with our swing, okay? So it's gonna be a swing, the move, transition hand, swing, the move, okay? And those of you with familiarity, we're only gonna do this for 2 minutes each. Okay. Those of you with it, if you want to start inviting a single step, however you want, it doesn't really matter how you invite that step. Just do so. That's awesome. Okay. Cool, guys. Coach has got to hit the boys' room real quick, and then I'll be right back. And back. Oh, problem with hydration and getting old. I'm not old.
Not at all.
I would
please.
imagine. I would imagine. I'm not old, so I don't know. All right, so the first move we're gonna hit, y'all, is an arrow. All right, so we're gonna go 360 swing into a lateral. No, you want to know what? It doesn't have to be a lateral arrow. I don't want to paint you in a box. I just wrote arrow. So any arrow you want. Yeah, it could be a forward arrow. Could be a backwards arrow if you want to get risque, and you're just like on a journey of arrowing things. Okay, here we go. 2 minutes.
I might be today. We'll find out.
It might be. Here we go, y'all.
We're gonna feel it out.
2 minutes. 360 swing. Tune that standing structure up in warrior stance before we take off, everyone. Nice and strong there. And we'll get our first swing in when you're ready. Good work, everyone. Keep going.
Nintendo Switch has games the kids like to play together.
Tell you what. 45 seconds, y'all. Strong arrows, lots of anti-rotation in that. Nice. All right, whenever you're done that last swing, we're going back to warrior stance. All right, we're hitting a 360 swing now with an outside mill. All right, use any length of the mace for catching. Scoop back to warrior. Beautiful control and good work, everyone. 50 seconds. Control those mills. Grips out. 20 seconds, we're going to a 360 swing with shield. Here we go. Any shield you want, you can push those shields forward, laterally. Strong shields. Seconds. Nice. Time. Shake that grip out, 20 seconds. You're going to need it. The next one is 360 swing and any sword swing. Dang, yeah, those are some strong shields. Good, awesome. Right on. Woo! Here we go. Warrior stance. Here we go, y'all. Nice and strong. Cue yourself up. Any sword swing you want. Any position where the tail flies away from the body and you're controlling the mace by the quote-unquote wrong end. Ha! You can do the hip swing. Relax those tendons. Get into the sword swinger's grip. All right. Efficiency. We talked about it in the swing. It exists in the sword swing as well. Doesn't mean we take time off through the center. We could pair it with a strong overgrip. Maybe a outside sword swing. Also a good fit. Some badassery around the guillotine and around the spine like Anna. Oh yeah, that was nice. Good work, everyone. 5 seconds. Time. Yeah. All right, great work, everyone. Shake it out. 20 seconds. Things might be starting to get a little heated. That's all right. We got 3 to go, okay? 2 prescribed and 1 free. All right, so the next one we're going into is Kimura grip, okay? Any Kimura grip. And the Kimura grip is defined as the opposite side hand, creating that figure 4 type frame, and wrapping around our mace and coming to a strong lock on the head of our mace, all right? So any Kimura you'd like, swing, you could even drop it right into your Kimura there. And then back. You just get familiar with this Kimura, rotate it around your body a bit. Very good work, everyone. Good work, everyone. 10 seconds. Nice, Anna. Great control. Yeah. Nice. Shake it out, everyone. Good work. Last but not least, T minus 10 seconds. We're going to an uppercut. 360 swing to an uppercut. Any uppercut. Doesn't have to be a forward uppercut. We'll pivot with it. Yeah, there you go, Anna. Last 2 minutes, and then we're going to invite any move, okay? 360 swing with any move. You can change it. So first uppercut. Here we go. Seconds, Anna. Nice tall set. 10 seconds. Time. Woo! Yeah, a little saddlebag uppercut. Woo! With a little tail tap. All right. Let me cue this last one up. All right. So, just a little recap on that for those of you who kind of went through that experience that might not have a language set for what we just did. We did the arrow first, okay? That's extending that globe and using our structure and our frames and our anti-rotation on the ground, everything inside of us to really optimize the control of that weight that's so outside of us, right? So we did the arrow first, then we went into the outside mill. That's a very advanced move in and of itself, okay? And that's I love that progression, the 360 swing and outside mill, like paired with everything. It's just such a continual sequence and feeling that I like to generate that. That's one of my favorites. So then we went to the shield, and then we did any sword swing. I demoed a few in there. We did hip swings, outside sword swings. I even saw Anna do some cool in the front sword swings, okay, like operating on the transverse plane. Then we went to the Kimura grip, then the uppercut. All right, so now what we're going to do is, if you don't have like a great library yet to pull from, what I want you to do this last 3-minute flow is it's a free flow, but I'm going to establish some rules, okay? And the rules are, I want you to pick any 2 moves. If they don't fit at first, that's okay, you can change them. But we're going to pair our swing with any 2 moves, okay? So think about it like this. If you enjoyed the 360 swing to the arrow, all you got to do is pick one more move, okay? Arrow, then the other move, and then swing it again in transition, okay? So the real thing you got to decide is what 2 moves you want to use and what kind of transitions. And if you're new to transition work, that's okay. Just get it to the other side, and you'll discover a lot of cool stuff just by doing that, okay? So 3 minutes, everyone. We're gonna hit a 360 swing and then pair it with a couple moves, all right? Just give everybody a minute to think about what they want to do. I gotta think about what I want to do.
Oh, don't think. Yeah, just move.
Just move, she says. All right.
I overthink it, so I'm just like, all right, let's just go. And then if I try to think about it, it'll just be a big mess.
You see? See, I've been in an action state, Anna, lately. I just go, and sometimes,
me too.
A little more thinking might be required. So, we'll see.
I completely understand.
I'm gonna go with the 360 swing. I think I'm just gonna like move through some stuff. Probably not as strong because it's still strong, but I'm gonna try to be a little more efficient, I think. So we'll see what comes out. Kimura grip might be in there. All right, here we go, y'all. Setting this for 3 minutes. Gonna pump some jams. Last 3 minutes. Enjoy the movement with your mace. You earned it. You took this long to get here. It's awesome. Let's rock and roll.
Skipped over to first bowl, I'ma take mine, give me that glory, give me the moment of always been morning. I think you and me, I sing no stories, and I ain't me, prepare that forward, bullets come flying, giving out warnings like I used to vision how my life would look from way up top, paid to drop. I've been out your mission, and my head is top, another pop, another 100 million, ain't gon' ever stop. Did it for the glory, for my fans, for my day one flop. I've been sharpening my sword, my team, I'm going hard, battling myself, and then I'm winning. Y'all can check the charts, never ever going up for nothing. No one got the heart, that's a fact. Family over everything, my team is stacked. Yeah, that's the reason that I'm breathing. Get your cold in every season, falling beats and that be chasing like pouring for every one of my people who've been holding down, hold the crown. I've been fighting demons now.
8 seconds, everyone. Yeah. 9. Excellent work. There you go, Anna. Yes, that's a powerful swing. Swinging in a lateral lunge, step 2. How cool. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit here. I'm going to let Anna jam on. This is awesome.
I'm done.
You don't have to be. It's awesome. Anna just queued something up in her movement I wanted to talk about. Or I didn't think I wanted to talk about it, but I do now. And it's something, something she's, built herself to. And that's, I just saw her swinging a lateral lunge. So those of you out there who, you have a 360 swing, you've gotten some reps in with it, and you're really having some confidence there build, and you feel strong in your structure, your standing structure, start to introduce some steps. And that's a way to really challenge your structure for sure. And your swing, like definitely the planes. The lateral lunge is fun, and that will challenge not only your hips and keeping your spine straight, right, Anna? It'll also challenge your awareness of the planes, because any of us who have a fitness background, or maybe the right genetics for it, that booty pops out back there, and you'll shave that thing right off with your mace. And also your
in the thigh or the knee,
yes,
or any of those other all that full. Adam,
boom, right?
All of this,
yes,
right here is all a pressure point, right?
That's it. It's a nerve.
Hit in every part.
That's right. And that's right too. Like Anna said, the knees, that's the other huge one, I think, because the knees, if not properly aligned, and you might have a great lateral lunge mechanic in traditional fitness. There's nothing wrong with that. But remember, we have to manipulate a mace around our body. So we want to tuck those hips still underneath us. And that might even decide what range we're in, because I can go a little bit deeper, a lot deeper, if I'm not concerned with having a really erect spine. So, the knees also need to play a role in that. They have to be more of almost like a 45-degree angle, or even maybe a little bit deeper, and having keeping that plane nice and clean there. And that sits us up nice and tall. Okay. So that's another level. That's another layer. If you're really looking for a challenge in your 360 swing, you add a step. Okay. Lateral lunge is going to be a lot different than your step 1 or your step 3 too, right? Like the step 1 or 3, I think that's like another journey up in anti-rotation, because you really have to drive those feet away from each other. And you're like, that's the only stability you get, that in your core, So, a little touch up there on some swings and how you guys can either evolve your flow through there and really piece it together with how you move in flow state. And you can also escalate your swing by adding little pieces and challenging yourself with it. So I'm glad you guys were here today, and thank you so much for supporting us and joining us. And I really appreciate the support, everyone. I hope you found a lot of value in what was taught today. Pretty foundational day today. Probably going to go back to the basics for a little while and just tune things up, and then see what we're at in a couple weeks. So thank you very much for following along, everyone. I'm going to hang out with Anna for a little bit, and I hope you all have the best rest of your day you possibly can. So I love you all. God bless, and see you next week.